Tonight only on 10, back in November year 2000, Tim O'Shaughnessy was killed by a disgruntled former employee whom Tim had terminated at First Union Securities. Joseph Ludlam was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the crime, but after serving only 23 years since the crime, Ludlam will be interviewed by the parole board to consider release. As Andy Fox reports, Tim O'Shaughnessy's family shocked by that and is alarmed.
Yeah, they are. These are interviews only, though. They are not the actual parole hearings. It's the process, though, that concerns O'Shaughnessy's family. His wife, Paige, will be interviewed November 15th, Joe Ludlam on November 8th. Basically 23 years to the exact day, November 7th, that Ludlam killed Tim O'Shaughnessy. Tim and Paige O'Shaughnessy were a remarkable couple with 4 boys. Life was good.
Tim, good morning.
Good morning, Don. Chrissy, how y'all doing?
Good. How you doing?
We knew Tim from his contributions to the Wavy News 10 morning show, a financial analyst, well-liked and well-informed.
Look at my hair.
And then November 7th, 2000, everything would change. Tim would be gunned down by Joe Ludlam, a former broker he worked with and one he had to terminate. Paige knew it was Ludlam when she first heard what had happened.
And he went in and said, "I told you you can't do that." And he hit him, attacked him with the golf club, and it broke. And so then he stabbed him. At that point, Joe pulled out the gun. I don't believe Tim ever saw the gun, but Joe shot him in the back, and then once he was down, he held the gun to his head and shot him in the head.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Ludlam pleaded guilty to first-degree murder, 40-year sentence. Now that Ludlam is 60, he is eligible for geriatric parole because he has served at least 10 years in prison.
I feel like I was misled because no one ever bothered to tell me about this geriatric parole, that he would be eligible at 60 for this.
O'Shaughnessy and Ludlam are both getting interviewed by the parole board, but Ludlam's chances for parole are remote for the first year of eligibility.
Even if they don't let him out on geriatric, it has brought back all of the memories. It has consumed my life for the last 2 weeks. I feel like I was misled.
When Tim died, his 4 sons were ages 6, 4, 2, and the youngest just born at 9 months old.
I know it impacts him. He shares Tim's birthday. He was born on Tim's 40th birthday. Wow. So talk about God's little gifts, right? That to me was one of those little gifts.
Now, Paige had signed up for the Notification and Assistance for Victim Inclusion, known as NAVI. This is the system the Virginia Department of Corrections uses to assist victims. And that's how she found out about the interviews, which she then signed up for. I'm Andy Fox, 10 on your side.